However, I don't believe that that gives anyone a right, or the opposite gender a right, to then step into toxic masculinity.
Yo, what is going on, Warband? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another late night response video, and today we're responding to a video titled Is MGTOW Toxic Masculinity? Men Go Their Own Way by a woman named Renee Slansky. And this is a request from my boy Jesse in the emails. I want to say thank you, dude, for this suggestion. And I am getting a lot of emails at the moment, guys, so bear with me. But let's crack on with the video and see what she has to say.
Now, if you've got two extremes, or if you have one extreme and then you have an extreme reaction, either way, there's going to be some sort of imbalance because you've got extremes, right? And it's not really going to work. So what we've done is women have gone, unfortunately, into this self-entitlement sort of high maintenance attitude, especially when it comes to dating. I know the struggles that you guys go through.
Guys, I love how she says that it's an unfortunate thing, but that's literally what she trains women to do on her channel. I didn't play it from the very beginning of the video, but she starts off all of her videos by saying, she says, you know, I am such and such, here to give you the dating advice you want and deserve, as if people are somehow entitled to that dating life, right? See, she's literally an advocate for women having this level of entitlement, and yeah, so it's just really ironic, isn't it?
However, I don't think that the answer is to step into another extreme movement that actually continues to divide the sexes.
Again, it's not another movement. It's not a movement. And secondly, what is so extremely extreme about walking away? Tell me, what is extreme? Okay, if a woman is entitled and she's terrible to be around and she's unpleasant and she has all of these demands, but I'm not allowed to be extreme and walk away from that woman, um, what does that leave me with? Staying, just accepting? No, sorry, it's not happening. It is absolutely not happening. Guys, we live in a world today where if you're a man and you don't want to play the dating game because it is rigged and that's fair. I personally still play the dating game, guys. Like I'm not completely monk, right? But I fully understand guys who are just not interested in playing the game at the moment because the game is rigged against men. It absolutely is. Men are lied to, men are given the wrong information, and then we're expected to go out, provide all of these things for women who A, cannot be faithful, B, are not generally attractive, and C, have terrible personalities, right? So, like, I can understand why men just aren't interested in dating at all. But again, you can't sit here on camera and say that you find the level of entitlement women have to be unfortunate when you are in fact advocating for that level of entitlement. It just makes absolutely no sense. And then to call MGTOW an extreme movement, what is extreme about walking away? Guys, sometimes that's the strongest thing you can do, walking away. You don't have to engage with people you don't. Guys, if you have like friends that are terrible, if you have a relationship that is terrible, you don't have to be engaged with those people. I don't want to sit here and tell people that you should sit here in those terrible situations for yourself. Go out and find better situations for yourself. But it seems to me like people like this would just prefer that you sit in the terrible situations, right? Like it's not happening. Men are just not into it anymore. But let's keep going.
I think that we've got enough battles going on individually, within ourselves and within our genders, without us creating more battles by believing that if I can give an extreme reaction to something that they're doing wrong, then this is going to solve the problem.
MGTOW is not an extreme reaction. It is walking away.
And what I find more than often is that men who have been hurt by women, men who've
Again, it comes back to the whole "who hurt you" thing. Guys, I saw a brilliant comment. I can't remember whose video it was on earlier today, but it basically said, um, wise men learn from the mistakes of others in response to the being hurt comment, right? Because women will often come out and say, "Who hurt you? Who did this to you?" Right? And this guy was making the point that wise men learn from the mistakes of others, and I think that's a really great point to make, right? A lot of I was watching. I know a lot of you guys. I can see the channel stats. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watch Joker from Better Bachelor and stuff. And I remember he did a poll on his YouTube channel where like a good proportion of his viewers still choose to date, and there was like a large portion of married people over there, right? So it's you can't just make the assumption that this kind of content is, or MGTOW in general, is just geared towards men who are quote unquote hurt. A lot of men are just learning. A lot of men are learning about the game. They are, and women are not happy that men are learning about the game, because the thing is, this game that's going on, this whole dating game, this whole relationship game, is typically being dominated by women, guys. It really has. Um, Girls will complain about, guys, get this, girls will complain about their dating lives. Can you imagine being a girl and complaining about your dating life? Guys, women get the options. Women are the sexual selectors of the species. You are not in a position to complain about that fact, right? But they will. They will sit here and they'll complain. Why do I attract the wrong kind of men? Which is ironically enough another video that this woman did on her channel. Why do I attract the wrong type of men? Hilarious. In her own words, she's a serial dater. She's been on a great many dates, and she used to wonder. She probably still does wonder. Why she was attracting such narcissistic player men who would just use her and kick her to the curb, right? Clueless, absolutely clueless. And this woman is a dating coach, by the way. A dating coach. Jesus.
Been hurt by maybe having everything taken away from them when their marriage falls apart, men who have been hurt by feminism or toxic feminism.
They're one and the same, first of all. But yeah, honestly, it's lost on these people, isn't it? It really is.
Rather, are men who then become bitter. And those are the men, in my experience, who then are starting to back the MGTOW movement.
Yeah, guys, remember, you have no valid points. You're just bitter men. MGTOW, no valid points being made at all, guys. We're all just a bunch of bitter men over here on this quarter of the internet, right? Oh God.
And as I said, two wrongs don't make a right here. It really doesn't. It's not solving the problem. All it's doing is creating more disunity, which is almost like putting fuel on the fire, which then makes the women want to react this way, and then it makes the men want to react this way. And then what we tend to do is we tend to box people.
I mean, you see, I don't really attribute much validity to this argument. All I really care about is the fact that spaces on the internet like this, like Chronic, like Ruby, like James Von Maxwell, like all the Bachelor channels, right? I don't really care about the fuel that is going on the fire, so to speak. What I care about is that more and more men are waking up. That's what I care about. Okay? I don't care if more people think MGTOW is bad. I don't think if more people think the feminism is bad, right? Um, I don't care. I care about more men waking up and realizing how the game is actually played, whether that's in a relationship capacity if they choose to. Um, I don't particularly care. All I really care about is that there is some level of understanding that men are starting to get about this. Because most men, a lot of men grow up without fathers, for example. And a lot of guys, just simply put, don't have a roadmap to relationships in general. They don't have a roadmap to women. They're walking around. Guys are walking around. Like I don't know how to explain it, but It's just not favorable to them, right? Because they haven't been equipped with the right information. And that's what really sucks, because then nobody is choosing to give them the right information, right? You ask a woman for dating advice. It has been said on this channel quite a few times now, right? Men will go to women while they're younger and they will try and get dating advice. And it's just the worst thing you can do. It really is. But anyway, guys, I think we will leave that video there. Again, the title of the video is MGTOW is MGTOW Toxic Masculinity. Men Go Their Own Way by Renee Slangsky. And we will leave it there, guys. Come and join the Discord if you haven't already. Subscribe on the way out, boys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
It's the way that they made me so alive. Feel the pain that is blown deep over time. On the mic going crazy, out of sight.